what?
Yeah.
What, you mean the stream key?
No. I gave him the key, so I have no idea what's he talking about. Yeah.
Okay.
We are live.
That's the first thing that comes into the stream, huh? That's the first thing that comes into the stream, huh? That's the first thing that comes into the stream, huh? That's the first thing that comes into the
Yeah.
It's
Thank you.
echoing, it's looping. Oh shit.
It's
There we
clipping.
go. So now
What?
it's working.
Yeah. Sorry about you. Sorry for disturbing. Anyway, good evening, Coyote.
Coyote. I am Coyote.
Coyote.
Hello.
Hey, Coyote.
Please
Wow.
don't say it like that, or I'm gonna have really weird thoughts.
Wow.
Okay.
Regular.
Yeah, it's me, Regulus. Hi.
Thank you.
She's
very
my
much.
wife, by the way.
So he says,
Shit.
but I don't believe him.
Okay. Also, well, we have Boy muted. We have Lobby. Wow.
Lovely. I mean, lobby. Yeah, lovely.
Lobby.
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 Labo. Labubu. Wow. That
The
was
24 karat Labubu.
Yeah. Also, Lobby. Lobby.
Yeah.
Yeah, why does your mic sound so weird? What happened to your mic?
Wait. It sounds weird.
Yeah.
What? How?
I don't know. Weird.
Bad.
Sounds
Good.
fine.
Does it sound that sounds fine to you? It sounds I don't know,
Dude,
distant.
I was with her with doing hello. It was fine
Yeah.
to me. It sounded fine.
That's normal. Okay. Anyway, sorry for criticizing. We
Hold on,
don't
I'll just
take any. What?
Nari?
Huh? Good evening.
It's like better.
Yeah.
Hang on.
Thank you. Anyway, Reulus. Wait. I can I say something? We don't really have any identity. It's so crazy. Reulus, I want to ask something. How do you feel that we used to always bring up stories?
Me? You're always using me to bring up stories? What do you mean? Doesn't everybody bring up stories?
You feel like everybody does?
I mean, I'm sure, like, many people do. What do you do when I'm
Many
not
is
here?
not the same as everyone. That's already a change, but yeah. It's something.
I know a lot of people. Like you don't need anybody to bring up anything whenever Ramnor's here. He'll like completely
Yeah.
drown out everybody else
Yeah,
without
yeah. But
prompting.
Ranor talking will probably leave you insane.
it's so good, anyways. You don't understand. It's so good. But
Mhm,
it
mhm.
works.
It
So
works. If it works, it works. You know.
yeah, yeah. Um,
I have a question, Tupo.
what? What?
I talked about how I
What?
went without anesthesia for my like surgery.
Yeah.
Have you ever gone under? Like anesthesia?
what?
Under? Mhm. If I have ever taken anesthesia in general,
Yeah, for like a surgery.
uh,
You were just like went unconscious.
no, yeah. I don't remember even less in English. That tiny thing that fails in your stomach, that is like 70% of the people get it removed. That
Oh yeah, the
What?
appendix.
Appendix?
yeah. The appendix. I had to have my appendix removed one day, so yeah. I had to go under anesthesia to be cut open, basically.
I see. So you went completely to sleep,
Yeah,
unconscious.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Tupo, have you heard that theory that anesthesia doesn't
What?
actually make you unconscious and like asleep, but
Uh,
in fact you are awake, just unable to form memories
What?
and like paralyzed?
depending, but yeah.
So like technically a version of you went through the entire surgery, had to experience the entire surgery. You just don't remember.
Yeah.
I think it's easier to say that you just get high as fuck.
No. Kinda. But it also
Yeah,
is
you probably
like
do.
there is another theory in which whenever you have to go under anesthesia, you might as well be like um, dissociating or something like
Mhm.
that. So that's why also you can't remember because you lock away those memories when the anesthesia is intense enough. But it's still a high. But yeah. I do you fear that?
I do kind of fear it. Yes,
Mhm.
it's kind of scary to think about. But I do understand why like general anesthesia is important,
Mhm.
and why like not having those memories would actually like be important for the mental health of a person,
Yeah.
because after I had my like wisdom tooth removed, for like a couple weeks afterwards, I would occasionally like jolt awake to the feeling of like my tooth being chiseled out of my mouth.
Oof.
You know, I would hear like the loud
That's
sound
very
like
fun.
dang, and then like feel it in my mouth. Feel like a like remember the feeling of like a chisel, like a little sharp pointy thing digging into my teeth on my jaw, and the cracking sound it made. It would like I would get like actual fucking flashbacks
Yeah.
while falling asleep. So I get it, you know, I get why it's kind of important. I could not imagine, right? Like for example, you went through the appendix surgery. I could not imagine having being awake for that and having the feeling of people cutting up into your stomach. No, and not only cutting into your stomach, the sounds, the smells, right? You might not
Imagine
feel
the
the pain.
smell.
You might not feel the pain, but you like smell blood. You'll hear the tools that they use to cut you open to suck the blood out your body, the feeling of your skin being put to the side, the feeling of people rummaging in your guts, cutting things in there. Like that's still gonna be there. The tactile feeling is gonna be there. Not pain, but tactile. It would probably be even worse if it was for some surgery like bone breaking. Like, have you seen
Ah.
how people
What?
rearrange your bones after a fracture?
Yeah. But
Those videos are horrifying. They drive metal spikes into your bone They're rough. Yeah, I could not be awake for that. If I legitimately had to go through a surgery like that, I would indeed ask to like get put under. I would not want to go through it awake.
But the difference is, I think that's also why I ask when you say that. Sometimes the difference in cost is like incredibly heavy, so you might need to go through that experience. But yeah, it's
You could, and like some part of you thinks that it's just a one-time thing. I'm just gonna go through this thing. It might be like very scary, very horrible, but after it's gonna be over, right? But it's not, right? If it's like legitimately traumatizing, you're gonna deal with flashbacks. It's gonna haunt you. You're not. It's fucked. That's what trauma goes. That's what like trauma does. It haunts you.
I mean, unavoidably, but it's I don't know. It also has to do with how you are prepared for that and all of that. To some degree, if you're willing to go under that, you might also be expecting it to happen. Or even if you're not expecting it, you sort of understand what it means. You can say that you can just cut yourself open right in the middle and I don't know, remove a tumor without being that much under general anesthesia. Yeah, but the difference is between us just saying it and being capable of committing to the decision. I, I, I think at least, for example, the American system is like a very inclined to tell you that you will have all of those other experiences, that you will have all of those other issues. So you sort of need to have that. He okay.
Hey,
I
hey,
think
man. Hey, you're the one streaming.
What
I
the fuck
think
did it?
We all went to the bathroom.
I fell through the fucking wall. What the?
what so funny.
Wait, we're still not on stream. You're still all in the bathroom.
He's still in the bathroom. Why? What?
Look at the stream. Hold on. Are we? Can they hear us? They can hear us, but the Fugis are all gone.
Oh,
What? Yeah. It works. It works. Don't ask. I think I can give you an explanation. I think Boyle was not expecting to host, so he left. So he left his PC because
oops.
because of that. So he didn't go by himself. The bathroom is the normal AFK channel, so that's what happened. Are we close to 5 minutes? Let me check that. I think that's the explanation.
We're in minute 13. Wait,
Yeah.
so it's automatic? If like you're
Yeah.
it automatically puts you in bathroom?
If you don't want that to happen to Po, you need to disable the what do you call it? You need to turn off the AFK thing on
No,
on the
yeah, but
server itself.
it's good. I think personally, I think it's nice because sometimes you believe the other person might be there, and you know they are fucking there. Like for example, here it uses to happen sometimes that people just I don't know leave the call on and they forget to turn off Discord. So at least you have the chance of getting taken to another channel instead of having to remain here infinitely, which is more sort of annoying, you know. But don't worry.
Just remember, you are here forever.
Yeah, what the fuck? No. But anyway, yeah, I don't know. We're thinking like out too traumatic stuff. Are you fine, Raulus? Why did you bring that up? Sorry.
But yeah, like I said, it was you were saying something like it's something that the American system wants you to consider, so that you'll like pay for the anesthesia. I'm like, no, I don't. That wasn't something the American system told me. It was something that I experienced by myself, right? Like I was like, what are even our flashbacks, Lamau? And then I like lay down and I feel the crunch of my tooth in my mouth, and I'm like, oh shit, that's what a flashback is.
No, yeah, but I mean, the issue is the American system made it so that you have to sign like 5 different waivers if you don't go under general anesthesia in those
That's what.
procedures.
Yeah, okay.
That's where it comes from. They are
Oh,
legally
that's funny.
obliged to tell you. Maybe they don't, but they are legally obliged to do that. That's what quote
Yeah,
unquote
well, I mean, I'm not
matters.
American, so.
But yeah.
My dentist was just like, yeah, bro, regular. Sure. Do you want me to like give you numbing or general? I'm like, just go with numbing, dude. I'll tough it out.
Yeah. But I don't know. Have you had any flashback recently? That's the question.
No, not recently. Like I said, it was only like a couple weeks after the surgery. Like a month or two at most that I had some flashbacks of my tooth crunching in my mouth. But after that, nah. Like I said, this was like a minor surgery, right? If it was something like yours, or for like a leg rearrangement, like bones and stuff, I would probably be on flashback for longer than that. I don't know how my psyche will deal with it. I don't know how other people's psyches would deal with it. But from my experience, I might end up having like a bigger trauma response to a worse surgery.
Probably. I mean, yeah. But it's that you didn't feel anything and you still had to go through the memory of the sensation, yeah. Unavoidably, but I don't know. It served also as a sort of lesson, I guess. Quote unquote positive. You will have to go to under general anesthesia next time, so
I'll
now you
be
know why.
fine.
Yeah.
Unless it's something like major, I'll probably be fine.
Also, what kind of surgery? Tooth removal surgery?
Yeah, it was. I had my bottom jaw right side wisdom tooth removed because it was like coming out sideways and pushing into my other teeth. So the surgery itself was just well, obviously he like prepares my mouth, opens it up, puts some cotton in there, then injects me with some numbing anesthesia, and he grabs a fucking pick, a hammer, and just starts crunching my tooth out of my jaw, just picking it out.
Yeah, I mean, they have to break it down so that they can later on take it out. But
Still have the tooth. I have it wrapped up somewhere in my room. I don't know.
what? What?
It's there, yeah.
It's very. I don't know, man.
Oh, cute art. Sorry.
Yeah. What? Come on, Lois, say it.
Yeah, I don't consider myself like easily scared or traumatized or anything like that.
Yeah.
I don't get scared of a lot. I am anxious. I'm socially anxious for sure. But when it comes to like actually being afraid of things, not so much. I don't know. What about you guys? Tupa, what do you consider yourself scared of?
Me? No. Wait. Coyote, answer that question.
Guapa.
Come on, it's your time. Coyote, say something.
What was the question again?
Yeah.
What
are you
would you
scared
consider
about?
yourself scared of?
Social interactions. Thank you very much. What do you think I never collab or barely collab? I told that to Lobby earlier
Yeah.
today.
But I mean,
No. Wait. You want to know what I actually fear? Fucking dying, unironically. Like, no, but not just like dying. I mean, suddenly dying. Like in an accident or like just getting a fucking heart attack or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
why would
Just
you
like
get a
this
heart attack?
sudden,
That shit's
sudden
scary.
unstoppable death. Okay.
Okay, like you get a disease or something that is terminal disease, and at least you get like a warning. Okay, you're like, okay, fine, I'm dying, whatever. But if you die from a heart attack, like suddenly, then how do you prepare for that? You can't even prepare. You can't even prevent your. You can't even prepare for that kind of thing.
I don't think that scares me.
Dying?
Yeah, I don't think that scares me. It's like it's not something I'm like constantly anxious about.
The hell do you come from?
If I were to say it right, like
Yeah.
am I scared of suddenly having a heart attack and dropping dead? I'm not scared of it. I'm more like, oh man, kind of like low-key disappointed if that happened.
What?
Because
What?
I still have so much I want to do, right?
Yeah.
I don't want my time on Earth to end, but it's not something I actively fear.
But it's something that you have a respect for. It's something. I don't know, but I don't know, man. I think it makes sense. There are things that we fear, and no, we really. Sometimes it's like I can see why I fear stuff. I cannot really give you a reason, but I know that I have also fears to things. I don't know. It's fear is not so easy to understand once you get to the person itself. I guess that's also the issue. That let's say it like this: it's different for me to say that I might fear dying because I might not think about it in the same terms as Coyote does. I might not fear a sudden death, but I still fear, I don't know, dying before accomplishing things that I want to get. And even if he said that, it can mean different things. Maybe that's the thing with death or with fears in general, that they are harder to properly explain, let's say. But I don't know, I think like everybody, any kind of negative experience is something that I sort of fear or don't want to have to deal with. I don't know. Like I don't really want to get traumatized by things. I guess, but I don't know. It's also complicated. One saying I wouldn't say. Oh yeah, I live in a constant state of fear. I don't know. Okay, let me ask. Let me ask it like this, Louis.
Lobby.
Is- no,
Lobby.
Louis is
Moshi
struggling.
Moshi, lobby des.
Yeah.
Hi.
Louis. I need you to tell me, Louis. Okay.
Yes. Yes.
Guapa.
Hello. Welcome.
Bitch, speak.
Hello.
Oh shit.
How are you guys doing?
Fine.
Fine.
We-
How's your
You're good,
Saturday?
Ooh.
Tupo's refusing. Tupo just keeps on saying my name instead of asking the question.
Lovey.
Yes.
Lovey. Lovey.
Sorry.
Wow, you
Sorry,
really
bro.
know my name.
Good.
Anyway,
Chris.
we were just going to ask Lowy what Lowy fears the most. Lowy, can you give us your answer?
Oh god. That's
Lovey, give us
hard.
your greatest fear so that we may use it against you.
Yeah!
My greatest fear. Honest to God, probably falling from something, which is very funny considering the fact that my job is to work on airplanes. Well, part of my job is to work on airplanes.
Whoa.
And so, and so I'm at risk of falling from very high heights. A lot.
Wait, Lowy. Are you like
Sounds fun.
one of those
Yeah.
people who flies? What's their name?
No, I work on the plane, but not passenger.
Yeah.
Work on.
So
Not
Are you
passenger
fucking?
aircraft.
Are you a fucking like
Engineer.
private jet lady?
No,
Lady?
not passenger.
I said private, not. Oh, I guess that is passenger, isn't it?
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, passenger
You're
just
on the plane.
is anything that has a passenger on it.
Hmm. What kind of
I work
planes
with
don't include
cargo.
passengers?
Cargo.
Right. I'm trying to think like what you do. Like you're not a pilot, I guess.
No.
Not that I'm saying you're not qualified to
I-
be a pilot, but like you're afraid of
No,
heights.
no, I'm not qualified to be a pilot whatsoever. I work on cargo. Well, I work with cargo planes, I should say, not on cargo. Technically, I work
that's
on a cargo plane, but I don't work on a cargo plane in the sense of like mechanics. I work inside the plane.
Like you're required to be there while it's flying.
No.
Oh, okay.
So you're more kind of like a repair person?
No.
Or
What the
I work
fuck do
with
you
the cargo.
do? What?
Gives
Do-
it a
do
little.
you
I work
sell
with
nice
the
Are we playing
cargo.
Job Ladder or something right now?
I can't say the exact thing because that's gonna dox me because there's not a lot of places that my specific job and my
All
company that I
5
work
people
for
that do
go
Lovey's
to.
job.
No, yeah, but like generalize about it in a way that's understandable. Do you pick up
No,
things
no,
and you put it inside them? Okay, explain.
I think this one's this one's a doc's like
What?
protection.
Yeah,
Stop asking the question,
like-
Tuco.
Fuck you. Anyway, sorry.
If I go into like super specifics of like the actual name, it's dox territory, but I can tell you what I do, which is mess with cargo on planes.
What the fuck is that? Can you throw
Packages,
it?
boxes,
It doesn't dox you.
How about
suitcases,
this?
guns,
Are
food.
you in the military?
Who's for the ATF?
I am a federal
Do you
worker,
kill
but I
people?
don't-
She's a fan.
I am legal. Yeah, I am legally a fed.
What the fuck?
Oh man.
Okay,
No
then
way.
I think I know exactly what your job is.
Yeah,
I'm just not gonna say it.
yeah.
Lovey wakes up at 6 in the morning to the sound of the bugle and gives the plane a little kiss.
Actually,
her
it's
job.
2 a.m. But
2 a.m.
close enough.
You know, after the plane comes home from the bar, a little drunk.
Yeah, the plane goes to 2 places, and then it gets
Hell
to
yeah!
where I
Thank you,
am, and I
thank you,
get to kiss
Coyote.
it, and then I pull boxes
Take a
off
shot
of
to
it,
that.
and then those boxes go to other people's places. But I don't go to those places. I just deal with the airplane. I make sure the airplane is handled. The rest is out of my hands.
When would you say you realized you had a fear of heights?
When I was a little kid.
You fall off like the monkey bars or something?
No, I think I realized it when I first went to a water park and I went up one of the really big like staircases to a slide, and I looked down and I was like, I'm gonna die.
You know, I feel that.
It was so fucking scary because like, you know, I could say my biggest fear is like something generic like everybody leaving me or dying, but like genuinely it's falling from a big height.
Mm-hmm. I used to take swim lessons, and we had this like giant, not giant, like regular sized diving board in the God, I bitched out so many times when I went up there. I was like, yeah, I can totally jump off that. And it's like, no, it's so high up. Shit.
I think a lot of my other fears, like that aren't trauma related, got dealt with like really easily since I was like a little kid. Like drowning, nah. I had my great uncle save me from drowning, so I wasn't scared of drowning anymore.
Hmm.
Hurting myself, my parents tell the story all the time, but I, as a little kid, and it's probably because I'm absolutely fucking retarded, but I would run straight into like walls and furniture, like face first.
That's so funny.
Did you ever see that like one advertisement for the like a foam thing around a door handle? It's like
Yeah.
they got the kid like, I hit my head, and then they hit the foam and said, "This is pretty good." Was that you?
I would do that.
Were you literally
Yeah.
that kid for that advertisement?
Oh?
Yes.
Hello.
Ramna.
Hello, Ramnor.
It's
I'm
random.
What
I
other
am immortal.
fears? I don't know.
I want to know
Wait.
Tupo's fears because I know we did this one earlier, but I don't think we got
Yeah.
Tupo's fears.
What the fuck are you talking about? We weren't here. Shut up, Arax.
Yes, I was. Shut the fuck up! I was here last time, and I remember Lovey saying it was heights, but they didn't get to explain it very much.
Okay.
I remember everything, Tupo.
The limit is 8 beers.
8 beers? Wait. Ramos,
Oh, yeah,
didn't
happy
you just
birthday.
fucking wake up,
Wait,
Ramnor?
Ramnor, happy birthday.
Happy birthday!
Happy birthday! It's not my
Happy
birthday.
birthday.
Ham, welcome!
Also, welcome Raiders. We're wishing
it.
Ramnor a
Hello,
happy
Ham.
birthday.
Hello, Ham. Hi, Ham.
Yeah.
Why?
It's
Hi, Ham again.
evening.
Hello,
It's
Ham
Ramna's
again.
birthday. Everybody wish
Ah.
Ramna happy birthday.
Happy
It's not my birthday!
Happy birthday.
Happy
Fuck
birthday
you.
to
It's
you.
birthday now.
Happy
Feliz
birthday.
cumpleaños a ti. Feliz cumpleaños a ti.
Feliz
Wait,
I
Ramnor is
celebrated
not on the
5
Fugees, by the way.
Huh?
Oh,
Don't
Ramnor
worry
is
about
not
it.
on the Fugees.
I don't see any foodies, personally.
What?
I don't know.
I mean, his Fuji is not on the stream.
No, yeah.
Oh,
I
Fuji.
understand what you
Oh,
Arax is also there, oh my god.
Yeah.
He's right there. He's on the table. Why are you laying down there, Eric?
Coyote is very based and put me in my place. Thank you.
okay.
Oh.
I have awoken after 8.5 beers.
When did you start drinking, Ramnor? When did you start drinking today?
I don't think I'm allowed to drink anymore today.
Is 8.5 beers even a lot?
I don't think so. I'm
Yeah. Can we get a vibe check from the bar?
I don't know, man.
I had a
Depends on how-
celebration, so I I drank and sang today.
Nice.
Ramnor.
Nice. Congrats.
Ramnor.
Yeah.
I have something to say.
What?
Don't you think that... Let me say it like this. Maybe 8 beers might be too much. Maybe. For
Maybe
this
what?
one. 8 beers might be too much. Do you think it's fine?
I
Yeah.
I'm losing. What?
What?
Yeah, I'm missing the
What?
last part.
What am I doing wrong?
You're saying 8
Ramnor.
beers and then you're mumbling the last part.
Okay.
Trying to
Ramnor.
help you, Tupo.
No, yeah.
He did
Yes.
give me a bellyache. Yeah.
Do you think that
Yeah.
8 beers might be a little bit too much? Did you
For me?
understand that? Yeah.
I bought a 12-pack. I had to finish it.
You have to finish it,
Within
Ramnor. You're
one
going to...
day.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. You're going to pass out like
Oh.
last time, Ramnor.
I did.
Maybe.
They sell
I
beers
was sent
and
to
12
bed.
packs?
I
That's
went,
crazy.
I threw up, and I went to bed.
God.
It works, so...
Hmm.
Anyway.
But now I'm fine. I resurrected myself.
Are you fine, Ramnor? Did you have
Yeah, I
water?
probably am, but
Yeah, you
everything's
probably
out.
should have water if you didn't have water.
Yeah.
Good idea.
Can you?
Drink more.
Can we?
Drink some more.
No. Drink water. Drink water.
I'm drinking water.
Okay.
Are
Get
you?
more shit-faced. Do it.
Shut the
I don't
fuck
think
up,
I'm
Regulus. You don't do anything.
Regulus, why don't you get drunk? You're an
I'm
adult
drinking.
man.
I know. No, I just don't drink.
Man.
Maybe you haven't found the right thing to drown your sorrows yet.
No, I'm already pretty
Yeah.
fucking depressed.
Maybe
Yeah.
you're not. Maybe you don't have any sorrows.
No, I have plenty of sorrows.
The sorrow alert.
I'm killing Ramner.
Uh-oh.
No.
Finally happening. That'll be good.
Ramner, I'm adding you to my note.
Why?
So Tupa, what's your greatest fear?
What the fuck? I don't know, man. I have many fears. Not having any fear is my biggest fear. I am attached to fear. I live on fear. I don't know, man. What the fuck do you want me to tell you? I wake up every single day with crippling fear about
Of
life. I
what?
don't know.
What are you scared of?
Oh,
Everything.
actually,
That
Everything.
happen.
Oh, we're talking about fear?
sorry to interrupt you, Tupo. You know how I said I didn't have a fear of death like Coyote does? I do think I have a fear of the loss of sense of self. You know,
You got that?
probably has to deal with why I don't drink or want to like be under any kind of perception altering drugs or whatever.
Y-
You know,
and-
whenever I hear
Okay.
stories of like Alzheimer's or dementia or anything like that, that like gives me a sinking feeling in my stomach.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Yeah, that's the kind of shit that makes me go, ugh.
Does your family have a history of it?
A little bit.
Mm.
One grandparent did have to deal with that. And that's the grandparent that I apparently look the most like.
Oh.
Oh, in my family, we all died before. They all died before they reached that point, so we're good.
I know, honestly, I'm planning to die like by 50 or some shit. Humans get too attached to life. I saw a text from my grandmother the other day. My grandfather had Parkinson's. He died like early
Oh shit, I'm
70s.
out of money.
But she sent a text to everybody like he would have been 80 to him. Like, no, he'd probably be dead. You know?
He is dead.
He is dead. Yeah, right. But like if he didn't get Parkinson's, he would have died. I think humans are a little bit too worried about living as long as they possibly can. You know, it's tragic if somebody dies when they're 20 or like 40, but you get to 50, you're doing good, right?
I think we should kill old people. What are you saying, man?
No, I'm saying people get too worried about like, oh no, what if I don't live to see 90? Most people don't. Like, there's celebrities that die all the time from heart attacks or, you know, just health conditions well before the age of 60. You see that shit so often.
Makes sense. But I don't know, man.
I mean, would you rather, like, if you knew you were getting dementia, would you like continue to live or would you fucking kill yourself?
Yeah. Unavoidably, I'm killing myself. That's like
You don't
There is
think
still-
that at any point euthanasia is all right?
Here's the thing. If for some reason I still had family that cared about me, whether they're like nieces or even my old children, hypothetically, if I somehow managed to do that, right, and they wanted me to stay alive, I probably couldn't like go through with killing myself.
But I mean, don't you? We can get graphic. Can we? That's a question.
I'm
Can I get
just
graphic?
talking. I'm talking ethical euthanasia. That's what I'm talking. If
Ethical
you want to
euthanasia,
get
again,
graphic, it's your show.
I really don't think if I still had family by the time I'm like 60 or whatever, if they haven't all died and they don't all like hate me or whatever, then they probably wouldn't want me to kill myself. And if they didn't want me to kill myself, I probably wouldn't do it.
No, yeah, but
That's fair. Yeah.
it,
You
Rulus,
can have your own
let me
moral
say it like
compass.
this.
Mhm.
You're 70. Your fucking body isn't functioning. You feel incredibly ashamed, and your family tells you that you should keep going. Maybe you're already not even being capable of controlling your bowels, let's say. Maybe that's an issue that you have to deal with every day. Would you
Sure, you
still
deal with
give
that
them the
every day.
pleasure of. Oh, yeah. No, the older man. Regulus, don't kill yourself.
Never kill yourself.
So I'm pretty worthless. I think if my family finds any kind of comfort in me being around, despite me being like completely worthless, I'd still just be around them, just for them.
Like, I don't think you're worthless. For what that
I, you know,
for what that counts, I don't think you're worthless. I feel like you're an amazingly smart person. You are incredibly talented, and unironically one of the funniest people I know, and very fun to be around.
Thank
Uh
you. I make sure to waste all of those talents.
yeah, I know, I agree and I understand. I do have a mild imposter syndrome myself. Uh I think I like experiencing feelings to the full extent. Which is which what I mean by this is like being happy and being sad. But also like I feel like
Man likes
grief
feeling
and
happy and sad.
despair gets kind of a bad rap in a way, because like recently something happened, not something too bad, but something enough to put you in a dump. And more than usual to put me in the dump more than usual. And I realized that even grief in its terrible and agonizing way is very enjoyable in a fucked up way.
It,
Um
probably cathartic would be the word I'd use, not
yeah,
enjoyable.
yeah,
Focus,
yeah.
yeah. Do you want to elaborate, Ramnor? I'm curious. If you
Nothing.
don't, I mean, you know.
Just something went too much out of left field, but then things corrected themselves. It's like, there is the I was talking to. So this is unrelated, but it relates to what I want to say. I'm of the in a very arrogant and thank you. In a very arrogant way. Me and my father have this, like, my father, I think, has it more like strongly as a mentality. I have it more like naturally, like I don't actually persuade it. um it's my dad believes in the in a way in the law of attraction, not in a way that he changes his life to
Oh, he
do this,
believes
but
in the
he never
secret.
says like, oh, this is gonna go bad, like this is gonna suck. He's like, no, this is gonna go good, this is gonna go great, this is gonna work out. And I do believe that, like, it's gonna be fine. The mentality of, like, before, when someone tells you a problem and before you even think of a solution, you're already, I'm gonna fix this, don't worry about it, it's gonna be fine, I got you. You already have said that, and you're just thinking of a solution. I also believe that someone is looking after me, like, constantly. Some asshole up there is either favoring me to reach me to a point that I will just break, or because, haha, funny man suffers, so this is kind of
Do you?
funny.
Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt. Just really quick,
No,
you believe you're a dancing monkey some days?
no.
What do you mean then? If the greater entity thinks of you as like, haha, let's see this guy suffer. Where are you in this position?
I think instead of haha, look at the instead of having, the kid with a magnifying glass on top of you, I think it's someone who um looked at something that should not have survived this long and said, "Holy shit, this thing shouldn't have survived this long."
Hmm.
and he's just like staring and being very curious, not in a malevolent way. Like, I think if and this relates to what I wanted to say, like, if there is a God, which I think there is, because if grief is therapeutic and it gives you that feeling, there is a God and he is benevolent. If grief is just that feeling on its own and it's not meant to be therapeutic, then God just doesn't care, which both sides are good, in my opinion. Like, there is no way something malevolent exists up there.
Yeah, the only way that this reality is bad is if literally everything is done for the intention of a laugh.
Yeah, I don't think that's bad either. Like, you can laugh at someone and you can laugh with someone. There is the side of there is the side of, you know, God wants you to persevere or whatever. I don't mean like a Christian God or something else. I mean, like, whatever. Like, the universe wants you to persevere, and in the end of your life, you meet up. You know, you meet up with Truth from Full Metal Alchemist, and he says, "So how was the trip?" And you say, "Go fuck yourself," and you both laugh. I think
didn't
that's
watch the remake.
my
I only
ending.
watched the
I
original.
think that's
Sorry,
my ending. What?
I only watched the original. I didn't watch the remake.